anything. Like, I'm going to want to get it for you. I'll think about what you might have said, like the things that you want. I'll think of you. You're the first thing on my mind if I love you. So that's the way we should treat our women. I mean, our first thought shouldn't be, you know, to have intercourse with that person. I mean, obviously, when you see somebody, it's not, oh, I want to marry her and you know, take her to the park. I mean, obviously, you look at that girl and you're like, dang, she looks good, you know, she's bad. Swag, you know? But, that, we should be able to control that and be able to come down and get to a point to where it's, you know, I have a relationship with Jesus Christ, and I want to show that person what it means to be in a real love. A real love is a, you know, a perseverance. Like, no matter what, you're always going to try your best for that person, and you're always going to try your best to keep the relationship strong, and always, you know, in a better way, in a better sense, you're always going to persevere for that person. I mean, me and my relationship, we've definitely had our lows, our valleys, and when it came down to it, you know, yelling at each other and screaming and that type of thing wasn't a need. Like, we know we're upset with each other. I mean, and if you really love that person, the last thing you're gonna want to do is push it even further, you know? So, I mean, to have a love is a selfless thing. Like I've said before, you know, you're always gonna want to do your best for that person. You're always gonna want the best for that person, and no matter what it is, no matter if it's a physical thing, you know, such as buying things or showing that love to a person, or if it's a moral or an emotional thing, a spiritual thing. And that's what a relationship really is. It's a spiritual thing. So so when you get in a relationship, you're attaching yourself to that person, and that's why when you get in a relationship, a lot of times it's a hard thing, you know, to break up with that person or leave that person. But our generation has become so emotionless. I mean, like, we have no emotion, and I don't, and it's true. I mean, I heard it back in a service. It was just yesterday. I mean, Sunday, our pastor was talking about how this generation really has no emotion. And I mean, you look on our faces, and we all look the same. We all have this blank look, like, you know. So I mean, we really need to learn how to break out of that, because it kills a lot of relationships, and not just romantic relationships, but family relationships, friend relationships. Love is a selfless thing, and to put it in in another sense, I mean, you study your word, and God is constantly showing love, and it's not always a romantic love, and it's not always a I'm going to be nice to you love, you know? And as I was studying, I found out that in the fruits of the Spirit, love is there. And, you know, I'm studying it because I'm studying the fruits of the Spirit, and love is actually a weapon, you know? In the spiritual realm, love is a weapon. And Satan has taken God's beloved, holy thing, and just totally twisted it and turned it into something it's really not. So everybody is chasing after this disturbed, messed up, twisted version of love, where it's, I can have intercourse at any time. If that person doesn't love me, then I don't need to love him. If that person doesn't do something for me, then I don't need to love them. That's a twisted version of love. Love is, you always love that person. No matter if that person hates you or not, you love that person. You know why? Because you don't want bad things to happen to that person. Even a stranger, you wouldn't want something. I mean, I can't see why other people would say, well, I don't really care for that person. I don't know that person, so why would I even, I have no emotion to that person. I mean, that's another human being just like you're a human being. You wouldn't want something bad to happen to you. so you wouldn't want something bad to happen to them. So back to, you know, love is a spiritual weapon of warfare, and God says love can conquer all. So when we take love and use it in a wrong way, you have to understand that nothing can destroy, nothing is remotely even more powerful than love. God, the Bible is a love story. So I had to put a ring upon it, 'cause our commitment ain't no game. Yeah, we laugh, but we ain't playing. I'ma always be your main. And I know sometimes I upset you, be pushing all of your buttons. We be fussing, fighting over nothing. You can try to leave, but I'm coming. We gon' work it out with no running, pushing, shoving.